Aloha, good morning. This is Caron Davis of Caron Realty International, and I hope everybody's had a wonderful week. A little bit rainy and cool, interesting summer so far. And today I'm so excited. I have Carolyn Johiro. Welcome, Carolyn. And Carolyn's with American Savings, and I've known Carolyn how many years? 20 years, maybe? A long time. A long time. Let me just give you an introduction to who Carolyn is. She's one of the senior mortgage brokers with American Savings, and she's been in the Banking and Lending Institute for over 25 years. She specializes in residential products, which covers new home loans, refinancing, as well as land and construction loans. And, she's got a tremendous amount of awards over the years, 5 consecutive years with the Premier Producer Distinction from 2002 to 2007. And just recently being distinguished as the Callow Award, given to only 3 members each year for outstanding contributions to the bank. And, I had Carolyn here, and, one of the secrets of success, of course, is consistency. And Carolyn is always consistent educating us of what the current interest rates are, at least once, maybe twice a month. And I wanted to thank you for that because, many people start to do that, but then they sort of stop if we, for some reason don't have business to give them, but you've consistently kept us educated on the market. So I did want to reach out and say thank you before we start our episode today. But anyway, so what caught my eye was your interest rates, and they seem to have gone down, and we're going to focus on jumbo mortgages today. So first of all, Carolyn, what is a jumbo mortgage so our listeners can understand that?
Yes, so a jumbo mortgage is loans that are over 970,800, and the regular conforming rates, so non-jumbo rates, interest rates are up to 6% now, and everybody says, oh, that's so high. And it is relatively, we're just so used to the 3%, to 2.875 past 3 years ago, but 6% is still a good rate. But we are excited to offer for jumbo rates lower than that. So right now, our current jumbo rates is at 4.5%. And so it's good. It's a good time for people to still buy. I'm sure, the market is changing, maybe going a little bit slightly to a buyer's market. So hopefully with that and the lower interest rate, we can help more people get into homes that, they can make happy memories in.
Yes, and 4.5%. That is that a fixed jumbo mortgage for 30 years?
That is a fixed jumbo mortgage rate, yes, for 30 years. And with the jumbo market now, the down payment has eased up too. So you can buy something at about 1.6 million, and you can put 5% down.
Oh, and interesting.
Nice. So the mortgage insurance company, the PMI companies have, increased their loan amount limit. So 5% at 1.6 million. That's so wonderful. People have the income, these professional people, but may not, they just got out of school, so they haven't saved up for their down payment yet. So yes, this will help them a lot. And also for 2 million, they can get into a house with 10% down with our HELOC program. So our PIGGY program, our HELOC interest rates, so they can get a 10% HELOC or home equity line of credit, and that would help them to get into the house sooner. And we have great rates on those HELOCs too.
Nice. And have you seen the rates just adjust downwards a little bit the last month?
It did. Yes, yeah. It did. It did adjust down, but you just never know. The Feds are always talking about interest rate hikes, and you keep hearing that going up, up, up. So do it now because we don't know how long the rates are going to last.
Absolutely. And, that it seems like, a month ago when the rates, or probably 6 weeks ago when the rates became very high, well, I should say very high, but higher, everybody was in a state of shock. And I'll have to ask you, did you have many, escrows cancel, or, how has it been with the change in interest rates?
Yeah, so we have to go back to our clients and we qualify them because the rates are 1-2% higher. It does make a huge difference on qualification. So yeah, it's just going back to them, educating them. But we also have adjustable rate mortgages, which are coming popular again, and that we have a 7-year, 10-year adjustable. So that means your interest rate is fixed for the 7 or 10 years. And that starts right now at high threes. So 3.875, you can fix your rate for the first 7, 10 years.
Nice.
Yeah, and we qualify you at that rate too. So, that makes it a little easier than qualifying somebody at 5%.
And that is not a bad rate, because I have a 30-year jumbo fixed rate, and mine was at 3.34%. And that was in the times when rates were pretty low, not the lowest, but they were definitely on the lower end. So to 3.875, it's wonderful. And even though it's only fixed for 7 years, a lot of people only hold on to homes 7 or 10 years.
Or they refinance within the first 5-6 years for whatever reason.
Correct. Correct. And then, of course, we never put an emphasis on it, but sometimes, people should start thinking about, paying their mortgage off sooner. So you 15-year mortgage. So what's a 15-year mortgage right now for a jumbo mortgage?
They're at about 4%.
Oh, okay. So the 30 year is still quite competitive, the 7 or 10 year. Interesting. No, very interesting. And, do you see if somebody wants to pay more at the end of the year, is there a penalty for that, or can people pay down the mortgage apart from what's the minimum requirement?
Right. So no prepayment penalty. You can pay off anytime. You can do it. Like some people will, it's good to pay one extra payment a year. It cuts your loan down by 7 years. So we tell people, if you don't want to pay it one time a year, just take the payment, divide it by 12, and pay that 112 extra every month. You won't even feel the difference.
So let's talk about a 30-year jumbo mortgage, and let's say $2 million, and say you payment. So you're paying your principal and interest every month. So you're saying pay an extra payment.
Yeah, so you can pay once a year, and but instead of doing it one time a year, because sometimes paying $5,000 once a year might be a lot. So what you do is take that payment divided by 12 and pay 112 extra every month. And that way you won't feel the payment difference that much, and you still get the same effect of paying one extra payment a year.
Nice. And then if you do the first year, okay, you say so 30 years goes to 23 years. Does that happen?
Well, you have to consistently pay one extra payment a year to make it pay off 7 years less.
Okay, so if you wanted to make 30 years down to 10 years, so a lot of my clients are, in entering age. How from 30 to 10 years, how many more mortgage? You say one mortgage payment per year. What would 2 mortgage payments extra a year?
Right. So then that would double up. So so that would cut it down by a little over 10 years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we can calculate for you, at the time, you want to say, okay, I want to pay this off in 17 years or whatever. And I can calculate for you and tell you what to pay extra a month.
In all the years I've been selling real estate since 1989, I wish there was more emphasis with mortgage companies educating their clients with that, because that is a huge tip to put into your budget.
Yes. So at closing, I do tell my clients, about paying the extra payment, at least an extra payment a year.
Nice. And well, is there before we go into Marianne's photos this morning, is there anything else that you would like to share with our audience, regarding the mortgages right now? Right.
So we are having a purchase promotion. So we will give you 0.5% off the points as long as you pay your mortgage through an American Savings checking account.
Nice.
And that's
and
so that
Carolyn,
will save save on closing costs.
No, that's great. And Carolyn, we'll put your details of where to get your contact information. But really quick, what's listening now?
Sure.
To give you a quick call.
Yes. Yeah. So my cell phone is 808-348-4913. So that's 808-348-4913. And of course, you can check me out on my website at asbhawaii.com. My email cjohiro@asbhawaii.com. Yeah.
Great.
So you can call, text.
I know there's so many. I mean, these days you go to, do I call or text? Or there's so many means of communication. It's interesting.
Yeah. And we have an easy sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. Go. That's fine.
Yeah, easy online application. So
okay.
I can send you the link, and people can just go on and upload all their documents. It's a secured site.
Nice, nice. Well,
Mhm.
before we say goodbye here, let me go to our photos today. We
Okay,
always
great.
have beautiful photos by one of our agents, Marianne. And today her favorite saying is, enjoy the little things in life, for someday you will realize they were in big things. So here she's got a picture of the beauty that surrounds us. And I recognize that walk in Waikiki, looking up at their Diamond Head. And of course,
Beautiful.
the beauty that, look up, there are amazing things in the sky,
Oh,
you know, very amazing. And the beauty of a tree blossom, there's just so much beauty that surrounds us. And sometimes we get so busy, we forget to look.
yes, we take it for granted a lot.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And even though we don't like cloudy days, sometimes clouds makes everything more interesting, as you can see from the landscape here. Yeah,
Beautiful.
so thank you, Marianne, and really thank you, Carolyn. And I know this was short
thank
notice to
you.
have you here this morning, but I saw those interest rates come across my email. I went, oh, I have to have a speak about them.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. Okay, enjoy your day.
Okay,
aloha.
take care. Okay,
Okay,
bye-bye.
bye-bye.